Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Alternativa. Moi drodzy, musimy zdobyć drucik, żeby otworzyć zamknięty pamiętnik. Rozmawialiśmy z bezdomnym, niestety nie ma takiego elementu przy sobie, nie możemy dokonać handlu wymiennego, więc pozostaje mi albo przeszukanie tych wszystkich lokacji, albo faktycznie coś z czymś będę mógł połączyć, żeby otrzymać drucik. Naładowany bilet.
Charged travel pass. And it will stay so forever.
On wisi na jakiejś zawieszce, ale jest to prawdopodobnie zwykły łańcuch.
The keys from my flat. I added one extra keyring to them recently, but I don't know why. Maybe I could remove it.
Dodałem do niego ostatnio kółko. Według tego, co mówił bezdomny, spinkę możemy zrobić wyginając jakiś drucik. Spróbujmy.
I don't know how they got into.
Tylko by musiał wyjść z ekwipunku. Spróbuję użyć szczypiec na tym kółku.
I took a spare ring from the keyring. There's no need to have more than one there.
Okej.
I'll try to straighten it out and give it the proper shape. Well, it looks like a hairpin, though it's a little deformed.
No dobra, mamy prowizoryczną spinkę.
Well, it's no masterpiece, but hopefully it'll do.
Ale teraz byśmy musieli wrócić z powrotem do baru i porozmawiać z Tomem, dać mu spinkę, dać mu pamiętnik, żeby dla nas to otworzył.
Tom, here's the hairpin in the diary. Do you think you can open it, please?
All right. Hope I can do it. Wait a minute. Yep, it's done. You better take it back. I don't want to know what's inside.
Tom nie chce wiedzieć, ale my bardzo chętnie tam zajrzymy. Okej. Czyli mamy strasznie dużo tekstu.
My dear diary, it has been such a long time since I last wrote in you. My last entry was written in my previous diary, taken from me by my daddy when the state searched our flat. Since then, my parents have been trying to find me a notebook to write in, but it's hard. They tried to make a living, but it's impossible without a card, so my parents have nothing to pay with. Luckily, I met a man a week ago on my way to the sewers. I was going to search through trash in the district border as usual. There's a container there. My daddy discovered it recently. There's a hollow under the container containing some scraps from a factory in the industrial district. A lot of things can be found there, and some of them can be sold so we can buy some food. When I went there, a man there was standing with androids and talking to them. It seemed they respected him. He was very nice to me and said he could get me some things. I'm to meet him again tomorrow. He said he would have something for me. April the 10th, 2045. My dear diary, the man was just playing with me. He was very bad to me. He lied. He had nothing for me. He just wanted me for himself. He dragged me somewhere and to do bad things to me. When I went to the container, he wasn't nice to me like before, but waited for me with an android. After a while, I started to run. My parents had been following me, and now they tried to block the android's way because he started to pursue me. He did terrible wrong things to my mommy and then dragged her somewhere. She returned only a while ago and said it was all right. But then she forbade me to go anywhere far because it's too dangerous. Daddy warned me against him, and he was right. But I'm not afraid. Daddy can surely protect me.
Ale to jest smutne. Wszyscy myśleli, że ta dziewczynka się oddawała za pieniądze temu mężczyźnie, a tak naprawdę on ją zgwałcił i wykorzystał.
April the 11th, 2045. I'm afraid so much. The man stalking me. I overheard my parents speaking about him. They said my mommy had to do something. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't nice. Somebody probably followed her when she was returning. So now the man knows where I live and maybe he'll come here. My parents guard me. They don't let me go anywhere. But then again, I don't even want to. April the 13th, 2045. My dear diary, I'm so hungry. My daddy won't let us go out. He always goes searching for food and sellable stuff himself. Others are guarding us when he's away. My head aches badly. I feel nauseous. I haven't eaten for 3 days, and we have nothing to drink but river water. It's dirty. But we have to drink something. I overheard my parents speaking about the man again. They said that if Mummy went to him again, we would get some food and maybe a card for my daddy so he would be able to work again. April the 15th, 2045. I can't stand it anymore. We've been starving for 5 days now, but I don't want my mommy going to that man instead of me. It's my fault. So I'll set it right. After all, he was quite nice to me the first time, and hopefully the pawing won't be so bad. Surely not as bad as starving to death. April the 16th, 2045. I went there. I went to him, and it was horrible. His name's Peter or so, and he's a big gun in the government district. He said he was a high officer of the tech. He really was talking us. I only needed to go a short way from my home. His android waited for me and took me to an empty house. The man wanted me. He wanted the whole of me. But I smacked his face. Then his android beat me up. He threw me out of the door and said that he would have all my family killed. He probably doesn't know that we're already dying.
Ale to jest przykra historia.
I didn't think about it. I just knocked on the door and let him to do as he pleased. He gave me some food and water to let us live a bit better. He warned me that I must go to that deserted house every 3 days or he'll kill me and my whole family. April the 20th, 2045. I can't stand it anymore. I don't want my parents to find out. I'm trying to conceal it, but I'm unable to. I pretend I found the food and received the water from a nice man living nearby in the bar. Several months ago, he gave us some food, but now he's unable to. He said something about it not being possible because of money, and the man from the government district beats me more and more now. When I hesitate a little or he's displeased with something, he just hits me. My parents smell a rat. They don't believe me anymore, that I got all these bruises from falling. April the 21st, 2045. My daddy spied on me and saw where I got all the food and water. I got a beating from the man and then another from my daddy. He told me I mustn't go there anymore, but he doesn't realize it's better for me to suffer that way than starving. April the 23rd, 2045. Mummy decided to go to the man. When she returned, she was stained by blood and said it's all right now and that we may go out. The man won't harm us anymore. When I went to the house, I found him there, laying dead. I ran away and didn't want to return home. I went to my favorite place and looked out over the old desolate districts behind the slums. I'd like to go there sometimes. As soon as I returned home, my parents scolded me and told me I was not allowed to go anywhere, at least for some time. April the 29th, 2045. Police with androids came yesterday. They asked many questions. The woman that led them was not nice. My mommy didn't want them to speak with me, but she pushed her aside and then smacked her when she tried to stop her again. She asked about things like me knowing him and stuff. I didn't know what to say, and my daddy wanted to answer instead of me. The androids dragged him away and beat him. Then they dragged me aside too. I made a confession. I don't know whether I did well. The woman surely suspects something, and she's going to be visiting us day by day, beating me and my parents. Then they will drag us to the government district and kill us there. I'm so scared. April the 30th, 2045. She came again. It's just as I said. They took me to the government district. But luckily they brought me back later. They took my parents too, but they didn't interrogate them, just held them far, far from me. The investigator asked me where I was and when. She said somebody saw me carrying food and water. I told her I took it all from the same place as usual, and I described to her the place. After several hours, they let me go. Daddy was surprised they didn't murder any of us. They usually don't hesitate to kill. But I feel the investigator didn't want to kill innocent people, as if it somehow mattered to her. May the 10th, 2045. The woman hasn't visited us for a long time, but my parents want me to give them this diary. It could betray us. They're right, so I have to part with you. My dear diary, you helped me a lot. I wouldn't make it through these hard days without you. Now I just fear what will happen next. What if the woman comes again and this time doesn't let us go? They'll hold us there and kill us all in a day or two or worse. I know what happened to my aunt. She was dragged to the riverbank with her whole family, and their androids stripped her and beat her badly. Then they shot her little daughter dead in front of her and threw the body into the river. My aunt leaped into the water trying to catch it, and nobody has seen her since. It was punishment for begging outside one of the gates. That's why we have to hide you. Because if they do such things because of mere begging, what would they do as a penalty for this? So my parents are going to hide you safely. Bye. My dear diary, I love you.
No powiem tak, dziewczyna nie miała łatwego życia. Obstawiam, że kiedy udamy się do pani policjantki i będziemy chcieli z nią porozmawiać, to będziemy kryli tą dziewczynę, bo po prostu znalazła się w nieodpowiednim czasie, w nieodpowiednim miejscu. Trafiła na złego mężczyznę, który tak naprawdę ją wykorzystywał do swoich celów seksualnych. Obiecywał jedzenie i wodę, a tak naprawdę były to tylko obiecanki cycanki, czy tam macanki. Spróbujmy w pierwszej kolejności porozmawiać z dziewczyną. Znamy jej tajemnicę.
Hi, it's me again. Why don't you speak to me? Where's your diary? Don't search for it. I have it. I'm sorry for what happened to your aunt.
You've read my diary? How did you open it?
Well, I did.
Give it back, please.
Why haven't you written anything in it for so many days? And why did you have it here anyway? The last entry said your parents were going to put it somewhere safe. Was it supposed to be here on the ground? That was the safe place of theirs? So?
I don't have the key. They took it from me. They wanted to take the diary too, but they didn't have the time to do that.
Why? What happened to your parents?
To my mommy and daddy?
Yes. Where are they?
A strange woman came here. She was pretty and had beautiful clothes, but evil eyes. She came with androids. I was hidden. She didn't say anything. She just pointed.
At what? What happened?
First at my mommy, and then at my daddy. Androids ran at them. They screamed and tried to resist, but it was no use. I haven't seen them again since. I was left only with the locked diary because my mommy had the key. Will you give me my diary back, please?
I'm sorry, but I can't yet. I understand how important it is to you, but I need it.
Why? It's mine!
Yes, I know that. But the police need some evidence to close the case, and I need the case to be closed.
The police? All they ever did was hurt us.
I know, but they won't anymore, I promise. The diary will be returned to you by the investigator you've already spoken with. She'll come to speak with you again, but this time you will tell her the truth, right? You can't stay alone, and she can protect you, at least to a certain degree. I promise she won't do anything bad to you anymore.
All right. I believe you.
Good. Wait here until she comes. I'll tell her about you.
Wait. Please. What's your name?
Mine? Richard.
Thank you, Richard. My name's Lenka. You're very kind. I hope we meet again.
I don't think so. Wait here. I have to go.
No dobra, czyli tak czy inaczej musimy udać się do pani policjantki. A jaką ja mam mieć pewność, że to ona nie przyszła tutaj z androidami i nie uprowadziła jej rodziców? Nie mam takiej pewności. Może faktycznie to była ona. Okej, tutaj jest ten bezdomny. Nie wiem, może uda się wykonać jakiś handel wymienny. Co bym mu mógł przekazać? PDA na pewno sobie zostawię, może kamień.
You said you exchange things. I'd like to exchange something.
Continue. We're listening.
I have this here precious stone.
Precious, you say? And what do you want for it?
Actually, I don't know. But I don't need the stone, and maybe you can give me something better.
Look, buddy, we both know it's just a common stone. But on the other hand, I like it. I'll give it to Tin Box, it'll suit him. Shut up, you, I'm trying to do business here. So we're gonna do a fair exchange. You give me the stone you don't need, and I give you some fruit sauce I don't like.
Fruit sauce? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. It's a little bit old, made from plums. There are plenty of them in that market. I feel sick just looking at it. Enjoy.
Oh, it smells like shit. It's not gonna bite me, is it?
No, man, it's just fermenting a bit.
Czyli co, rozumiem, że otrzymaliśmy alkohol.
I got this fruit from the homeless man. It doesn't look edible.
Nieznane owoce w nieznanym płynie. To śmierdzi. No dobra, może mi się do czegoś przydać. Szczypiec raczej mu bym nie chciał oddawać, noża też nie. Matę korkową.
It's not going to happen.
To nic nie da. Okej. Czyli wejdźmy na stację i jedźmy do mieszkania profesora. Profesor Petrenko. No mam nadzieję, że policjantka nas mimo wszystko wpuści do środka i będziemy mogli splądrować to mieszkanie.
So here's the evidence you wanted.
Nonsense! How did you? But it doesn't matter. For all I care, there could be 10 more dead. All that matters is that I get back that detective job. Let them find someone else for this damn watchdog work. So who?
Well, actually I know more. First, your murderer is probably already dead. And second, the wife of the dead guy from the government district didn't only take revenge on you.
What? I don't understand.
It seems she had the parents of that girl killed. That's probably the reason the girl stopped talking.
And how did you find it out? Can you prove it?
I have evidence, and even a witness.
Really? So give it to me, quick.
Wait, I have one more condition. Promise you'll make sure the girl isn't harmed anymore. And that she will be well provided for.
I hope your evidence is worth it. But alright, you have my word.
Here's the diary containing descriptions of the days before the murder. The girl knows the rest.
But she doesn't talk.
She does, but you have to be a little bit sensitive.
Oh. I see you dealt with it really well. Good. So now I'm going to withdraw the androids and you'll be able to go inside, as I promised. But I don't know for how long they'll stay away. I plan to send them to search the nearby park, so this building's going to be free for maybe 3 weeks. But now get lost. In a few moments, this place will be clear. Bye for now.
You too. And thanks.
Umowa to umowa, tak? My wykonaliśmy swoje zadanie.
She really kept her promise. It's hard to believe it. I hope it helps the girl too.
To jest koteł, a może będzie chciał te śliwki? Nie, ja myślę, że tym byśmy go zabili.
They haven't left yet. I think I should disappear for a while.
No dobra, wyjdźmy na stację i wróćmy z powrotem. Miejmy nadzieję, że tyle czasu wystarczy, żeby androidy opuściły to miejsce. No i jest pusto. I drzwi są otwarte. Dobra, co my tutaj mamy? Telewizor cały czas prawdopodobnie jest włączony. Są zdjęcia. Drugi pokój wygląda jak pokój dowodzenia.
This must be a great place to sleep. I'd love to have a nap, but there's no time. Great TV. Too bad it's too big for my apartment. I have no idea where to turn it on.
Pewnie potrzebujesz pilota.
Nice cat. If it was mine, I'd call it Homer.
To jest chyba ten kot, który jest na zewnątrz budynku, tak mi się przynajmniej wydaje.
I can see the professor was a charming man. Probably. Actually, I have no idea which one of them is him.
Ale otrzymał jakąś nagrodę Nobla.
Some kind of an old prize. I think they used to give it to the top scientists. I guess the professor must have been a top scientist too, because he got one. The small letters say the year 2013. Holds tight. I think I'll leave it where it is.
A może będę mógł użyć na tym scyzoryka?
I don't know what to do.
Nie wiem, co zrobić.
Bad idea.
Okej, no dobra. Po co mi nagroda Nobla? Mamy jakiś pokój dowodzenia.
Scientific books. Scientific scribble. I can't make anything out of it.
Tutaj mamy znak zapytania. To wygląda ogólnie jak jakaś mapka.
There's one more board at the back. It won't move. It's stuck.
Może coś na tym będę mógł użyć.
Bad idea.
Kiepski pomysł.
Bad idea.
Tu też kiepski pomysł.
Rather not.
Okej, no dobra, na razie to zostawimy. Chcę się dokładnie tutaj rozejrzeć. Wow, hologram. To tutaj zginął profesor.
And this is how the dear professor ended up. Blue rays making a silhouette on the floor. I don't understand why the police are making so much fuss about it. I mean, we are in the slums. People get killed here on a daily basis. And all of a sudden there's a team of androids closing the crime scene, a detective, and all this advanced equipment. I don't know what it is, but something smells here.
Po prostu profesor był ważną osobą. Tutaj mamy dowód numer 2, dowód numer 4, dowód numer 5, ale nie mogę się temu w ogóle przyjrzeć.
The police projector substitutes for ordinary chalk. Could you believe how many monitors one person could have in one room? I think these systems would rather control me than I control them.
No dobra.
Could you believe how many in one room?
Ale co w takim razie miałbym tutaj zrobić? Już się rozejrzałem po tym pomieszczeniu, nie wiem czy dokładnie, ale interesuje mnie ta tablica, mogę ją w jakiś sposób odsunąć. Tylko nie posiadam takiego przedmiotu w ekwipunku, którym bym mógł... O, poczekajcie, jest przełącznik. Może kiedy będzie jaśniej coś dostrzegę.
I hope nothing happens if I switch the switch. Nothing happened. At least nothing I could see.
Ale światełka się zapaliły na zielono. Być może teraz aktywowałem tą tablicę i będę mógł ją przesunąć. ...113 PRF.
I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something important. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something important.
Wygląda jak jakiś kod 113 PRF. Ja sobie zrobię tego screena, bo znając życie, kiedy odejdę z tego biurka, to zapomnę jaki to był.
I think these systems would rather control me than I control them.
Wiecie, myślałem, że będę mógł zalogować się na komputer i wpisać ten kod, ale najwidoczniej nie. Może jest gdzieś tutaj jakiś save ukryty. Może niekoniecznie w tym pomieszczeniu. No dobra. Oddal się. Tu nie mogę wejść do tego pomieszczenia. Co my mamy w lodówce? Papryczki, jakieś jedzenie, pomidorki.
No, that could make me sick. I'm not used to that kind of food. No! I can't stand cheese.
Co ty wiesz? Symbol.
The symbol reminds me of something. Besides the freeze symbol. T in a circle. I've seen that before. And it was on a freezer as well. I see. T for treasure, maybe? Could there be a safe in the freezer? Indora used to present its important employees with those.
Dobra, tutaj mamy jakiś save.
Damn, bad code.
Ile to było? 113? PRF. Ja muszę zobaczyć na telefonie. PRF. Jakie to są cyferki? Okej. PRF, czyli 773.
Damn, bad code.
Nie działa. 113 PRF.
Damn, bad code.
Może faktycznie nie o ten kod tutaj chodzi. Kod. Właśnie, kod. Może przy kocie znajdę podpowiedź na jego obroży, tylko musiałbym najpierw go w jakiś sposób do siebie przekonać. Albo gdzieś tu będzie na jakiejś fotografii kod.
Some kind of an old prize. I think they used to give... I guess the professor must have... The small letters say the year 2000...
A może 2013 powinienem wpisać? Może to jest prostsze niż myślę.
Damn, bad code.
Cholera, zły kod.
Indora cream cheese pie? In the slums? I can't believe my eyes. Although, God knows what they mix into these in Indora.
Patrzcie, ketchup podliszki.
Smoked cream cheese? What the hell is that? Tom keeps cheese in his bar, but it's hard like concrete. You can't eat it.
Ketchup prawdopodobnie łagodny, podliszki. Czy to nie jest reklama?
The professor had a pretty pet, but the name's really weird. The professor had a...
Nazwał go naprawdę dziwnie. Jeszcze się dokładnie tutaj rozejrzę. Tutaj jest jakiś symbol. 113 PRF.
Scientific scribble. Scientific book.
Książki naukowe.
I think these systems would rather control...
A co mówi moje PDA? Oficer śledcza była całkowicie zaskoczona tym, jak potoczyła się sprawa o zabójstwo. Najważniejsze, że dotrzymała obietnicy. Teraz mogę przeszukać miejsce zbrodni i spróbować znaleźć jakiś dowód świadczący o mojej niewinności. Powinienem szukać nawet tam, gdzie na pierwszy rzut oka nic nie widać. O tak, w lodówce. Tylko że nie znam kodu. 113 PRF. W jaki sposób miałbym to odczytać? PRF. Profesor? 113, 213? Nie wiem. Spróbuję. 113, 213, no bo tam była data, tak? PRF to może być profesor. Bingo!
Great! Now I can see what the professor was hiding in there.
Co my tutaj mamy? Pliki i dokumenty.
Professor's personal documents. The professor's not going to need it anymore. The rest is probably completely useless. I'll just leave it here.
Coś wzięliśmy. Karta Teolex.
Fieldx entry pass of Professor Petrenko.
Czy teraz będę mógł wejść do firmy? Być może. No raczej nie sądzę, żebym mógł tej karty użyć gdzieś na komputerze.
Bad idea.
No właśnie, to jest zły pomysł. Dobra, wydaje mi się, że mamy tutaj wszystko ogarnięte. I teraz się zastanawiam. O, koteł. Coś bym mu dał, ale nie mogłem nic wziąć z lodówki. Teraz się zastanawiam. A, poczekajcie, tutaj mamy Teolex, ale to jest prawdopodobnie tylko i wyłącznie szyld reklamowy. Mieszkanie profesora, supermarket, mieszkanie Richarda. Zobaczę, czy będę mógł wejść przez tą bramę, która jest tutaj, aczkolwiek wydaje mi się, że jest to Endora.
Waste of time.
Strata czasu.
Stop, please.
I just...
Ośmiesz androida, zapytaj o Endorę, zakończ rozmowę.
nothing.
Remember,
Czyli ja muszę się dowiedzieć, gdzie jest ta firma, w której pracował profesorek. Musiałbym z kimś na ten temat porozmawiać. Powinienem szukać nawet tam, okej, no dobra. Bo raczej nie mamy jeszcze dowodów na temat śmierci profesora. Może Tom po prostu powie mi coś więcej na ten temat.
Tom. I'm leaving. I can't just stand here.
Well, don't get yourself into something you can't handle.
Spoko, spoko.
It's not going to happen. Not like that.
Nie tak. Ale że co, że ja mam się udać do magazynu? Jeżeli tam pójdę, to dostanę wpierdziel i umrę.
I can't go back there without any evidence.
No właśnie, bez dowodów się tam nie dostanę. To gdzie w takim razie miałbym szukać tego zakładu? Chyba że faktycznie w tamtym miejscu, w którym byliśmy i to szyld był, który sugeruje, że tam jest właśnie zakład. W jaki sposób dostać się tutaj? No bo tutaj nigdzie iść nie mogę. Mogę jedynie wejść do tego budynku. A w tym budynku raczej się już niczego więcej nie dowiem. Tak mi się przynajmniej wydaje. Wziąłem tylko i wyłącznie karty z lodówki. Pozostają jedynie slumsy. Slumsy, w sensie supermarket. Dziewczynka zginęła. Znaczy zniknęła. Mam nadzieję, że jest bezpieczna i nic się jej nie stało. Ale... no tutaj niczego nie ma. Nie no, chyba z bezdomnym też nie ma sensu rozmawiać. Brama G2. Tak szczerze powiedziawszy, nie chciałem tutaj wracać tylko do domu Richarda. Bo w sumie nie spróbowałem użyć tej karty na magazynie. A może to o to tutaj chodzi? I w ten sposób udowodnię swoją niewinność. Spróbujmy. No nie.
Bad idea.
A, ja mogę wejść na magazyn.
I can't go back there without any evidence.
Nie mogę wrócić bez dowodów. Cholera, no.
Last time I was in this warehouse,
W jaki sposób zdobyć dowody? Mam kartę. Powinienem szukać nawet tam, gdzie na pierwszy rzut oka nic nie widać. Teraz mogę przeszukać miejsce zbrodni i spróbować znaleźć jakiś dowód świadczący o mojej niewinności. Czyli faktycznie wychodzi na to, że gdzieś tam w domu profesora muszą być jakieś dowody, które wskazują na to, że ktoś inny go zabił. Ale moi drodzy, ja myślę, że wrócimy tam w kolejnym odcinku i się tym zajmiemy już na poważnie. A w tym miejscu będziemy kończyć standardowo przed domem Richarda. Ale wiecie, kiedy ja kończę odcinek, to Richard idzie spać i odpoczywa. A tymczasem dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!